Hi everyone, welcome to Bio 104 Fall 2019. This is Heredity, Evolution, and Culture, and I'm your instructor, Crystal Pierce. I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself to everybody, and I also wanted to use this opportunity to go through the Blackboard course very quickly. If you are new to Blackboard or haven't used Blackboard very much, or even if you've used Blackboard a lot and you're very familiar with it, I just wanted you to see a few features of our course. So I'm going to shift over my screen here a little bit so you can see the full menu. So right now I am on the announcement page, and this is where I'm going to be posting weekly updates. So you'll get an email from me every week, which will include a video recording very similar to this that you can watch that will talk about what assignments are due and things to look out for. We'll also talk about some of the projects we'll be doing. And then I will also put this information sort of in an email form as well that you can read if you'd like to. So when you're here on the course, so here's our announcements page. I've also posted the syllabus and schedule. So in addition to having a downloadable copy of the schedule, I have a schedule copy that is here on Blackboard itself that you can take a look at. I also have some of our course policies outlined here on Blackboard as well. So grading, assignments, the types of things we'll be doing in the class. So please look this over early on in the semester as the course is beginning. Actually, I will be giving you access to the course before the class has even started. So I recommend that you take a look at this very carefully. This is also where you're going to find our online office hours. So one day a week on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm going to have an online office session. And we're going to use that through a program called Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. So there is a link here that you will click. And then depending on the day of the week that we are, or which particular week we're in, you'll click just any one of these links and it will take you to our online office hours. And essentially when you'll go in, it's kind of like an online chat session. You'll be able to, if you have a webcam and audio, you'll be able to actually physically talk to me. Otherwise, you can type text into a box and I can respond to you. So this is something that we'll have, again, on a weekly basis from 7 to 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Over here are the learning modules. So this is where you're going to find all of our course material, everything that we're going to be working on. So I have a sort of a Start Here course introduction folder that I highly recommend that you look at, again, before the course starts. So there's some helpful tips on what to do your first week of class, some important information about getting registered with Connect. So we are using McGraw-Hill Connect. So in the syllabus, the required text for this particular course is actually an e-textbook. If you want to get a hard copy of the book, you're more than welcome to, and you can do that through a third-party provider online is fine. But really, you only need access to the e-text and to the Connect activities that we'll be doing. So this folder tells you more about that. We're also going to be doing a blogging project where you will be responding to discussion prompts throughout the semester, but rather than doing it on the discussion board provided on Blackboard, we're going to do it through a different format. We're going to do it through a blogging format. So we'll learn more about that a little later on in the course as well. And then also a quick syllabus confirmation form. So once you've read the syllabus and you understand everything, if you could complete the form and let me know that you're good to go and you're all set, I would really appreciate that. All right, so back to the learning modules. In each module, you will find our learning objectives, what it is that we're going to be learning for this particular week, assignments that are due. So the assignments are broken down into different things. So you have lecture videos to watch, for example. I sometimes will give you websites to look at. These aren't necessary, but they will greatly help in your understanding of what's going on. The Connect assignments, those assignments will be due. I typically give students several weeks to complete all the Connect activities because I know that not everybody signs up for Connect right away. So all of the Connect activities are usually due at the beginning, right before our first exam, basically, and then the second half of the activities are due right before our second exam. So I give you lots of time to complete those. Same thing with the quizzes. So we have a module quiz each week. I would prefer you do these things as you go through the material. So it'd be great if you could do the Connect assignments and you could do the quizzes as we're going along. But however, this is an online class, and I know we're all busy, and sometimes people like to work ahead, and sometimes people sit down and just sort of do a lot of work all at once. Whatever works for you, as long as you can complete those before the end of our first unit of material. The one thing that is required on a weekly basis is the discussion participation with the blogs. So you are required to post to your blog every week and to respond to one other student every week. So that's the only requirement that I have that is done on a weekly basis. So here are the links to the lecture videos, so you can just sort of click on those and you see what's available. Again, any suggested websites I have. These are the links that'll take you to Connect to complete the assignments. And then I also have sort of your discussion post here. So you can kind of think of these blog posts like a traditional discussion board in Blackboard, but we're going to use a website called EduBlogs. So that course introduction folder had instructions on how to sign up for a class, how to sign up for an account, and then also how to join a class as well. And so I will also be posting a video in there about signing up for the first time and sort of how to join a class and how to create a post, because those are some very common questions I get, even from my face-to-face students. And then links to quizzes, and if you ever have questions that you want to post, the only discussion board I'm using in Blackboard is questions about the content itself. If you'd like to post a general question that says, hey, I'm not really understanding this, or I need help with this, and you want to post it to sort of the entire class, you're more than welcome to do so. I will, of course, respond to those posts, but other students might as well. Course materials, this is where you're going to find the links to take the exams. So you have two options to take the exams. You can either come to Harper to the testing center and you can take the exams there. They will be fully online. Or you can take the exams at home. And if you take the exams at home, you will need two things. You will need to download something called Lockdown Browser, which is available through this link when you click on this link, and you will also need a webcam. If you don't have a webcam, then I recommend coming to Harper and taking the exam. That will probably be the easiest thing to do. This is a practice test here that gives you an idea of what the testing environment looks like. So if you're not sure which you'd rather do, you can kind of test it out this way, and if you're comfortable with the system and you want to try taking the exam at home, you're more than welcome to do so. Other things in course materials you'll find is we do have a project. It's not I'd call it a semester-long project, but we're only together for 8 weeks, so it can't really be a semester-long project. But it's basically a project that summarizes what you've learned in this class. We're going to be using a website called ThingLink, and basically it is a way for you to tag an image, and in that image you get to tell me everything you know about what we've learned. So if I can pull this up real quickly, let's see if I can show you an example of what this looks like real quick. So here's a sample image. So your image will actually be something about genetics, and I've provided the sample images for you. But what this website allows you to do is it allows you to add tags. So when you click on a tag, you can either put some text, you can put additional pictures, you can put some music. So I'm not going to play the sound, but there's some music that they added, other photographs or videos that they've put in. So any information that tells you something about this image. So that's what we're going to be doing for this media project. And again, all of the instructions on what to do are located here. Getting a hold of me, my office hours, if you are on campus and you'd like to stop in my office, you're more than welcome to. Again, otherwise I will have that 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday online office hour that you're more than welcome to log into and ask me questions. So that's it for sort of our quick little Blackboard course overview. Again, I will be posting additional video announcements on a weekly basis. I'm just trying to sort of keep in contact with you all as the course, again, sort of begins, and then as we follow through the course, you'll see more of these videos with me. Sometimes the hardest part about an online class is not having that face-to-face communication, so this isn't exactly the same thing, but at least it gives you sort of a chance to see me as your instructor and kind of put a face and name together. So can't wait to learn more all about you guys, and I hope that we'll have a good class and a good semester. Thanks, everybody.